We're back with an update on a federal funding fight affecting schools across the country. The Trump administration now says it is releasing more than $6 billion meant to help teachers, students, and adult learning. That's after strong public pressure and weeks after school districts were supposed to have access to the funds. Congress had approved the money in March, but the White House wanted to see if programs grossly misused government funds to promote what they call the radical left-wing agenda. Education Secretary Linda McMahon says that review is now complete.
Those funds are going to be going out. I would think now we've reviewed them, looked at that process so that a year from now, we wouldn't find ourselves in the same situation.
The federal government started releasing the funds this past week. State education leaders in Kansas and Missouri confirmed they have access to the money. And we know local school districts have been scrambling to make up for 6- or 7-figure shortfalls. While that's been happening behind the scenes, families are working to get ready for the school year. Today is the last day of Missouri's sales tax holiday, with the first day of school right around the corner in both our states. That means many adjustments for kids who will work to shake off the summer vacation vibes to get ready for learning. We asked pediatrician Dr. Stephen Lauer, the University of Kansas Health System, to come on today and help families prepare for this big seasonal change. Good to see you again. We know readjusting isn't easy, right? Especially since many kids have either fallen into a summer routine or a lack of routine, I guess we could say. What should parents be doing right now?
So the biggest thing is, just you said, it's the routines. They need to get back into the school routines and really start counting hours as they get ready for this. Sleep schedules have slipped, meal schedules are off kilter. So the advice is really trying to figure out, when does your child have to get up in the morning? When do they have to get to school? When do they have to get up? Start subtracting back from that for the number of hours of sleep they need, and let's start aiming at that time. And it's earlier than most people think.
Yeah. So, as far as an amount of sleep, what's a good recommendation?
So there's first one is everybody's a little different, so you have to read your kids.
Yep. Some
need more or less, but the school age kids, we're thinking the 9 to 12 hour range. Middle school kids, more like in the 9 to 10 hour range, and then high schoolers actually sometimes goes back up, but that's where we get to the 8 to 10 hours of sleep, 8 or 9 hours of sleep a night, something like that.
Yeah, well, sleep is one thing, right? But I have to imagine there's also kind of a sense of anxiety among kids. Many people here at the station with kids are like, make sure you ask about anxiety and how to spot it. What are the symptoms, and what can we do to help?
Well, it's again, getting back in and really paying attention to the kids, but the anxiety around school often really steps up in those big step up years. So moving schools, so you're moving from grade school to middle school to high school, automatically going to be an anxiety provoking time for them. But they tend to just be, are they a little more irritable? It's like, if you get that sense of like, what's going on? They seem more testy, irritable, then they're trying to tell us they're a little bit worried about things, and just asking them, like, what's going on? All the stuff around anxiety and depressive symptoms, always just like, let's talk to them, engage them, and ask them what they're worried about, and realize they probably are going to be worried about. So much stress, pressure on school, different than perhaps when I was going to school. And so I think engaging in those conversations with your kids now and staying ahead of it would be the best advice.
Just laying the groundwork for conversations throughout the school year.
Correct, because it's going to keep coming.
Right. What's a big other challenge that families have to face getting ready?
Well, a lot of it is, school now comes with a ton of paperwork. There's sports physical forms, there are assessment forms, there's all the work that goes if your child's in any kind of special program, AP classes, special ed. All those things come with paperwork that the school needs to have to proceed, and every year there's the crush of, can you sign this form because the football practice starts at about 3 hours.
Right, they're handing it to you with minutes to spare.
Yes.
Right. When we talk about just being ready, I have to imagine vaccinations certainly come into play. Mm-hmm. We've started to see more older viruses. We had the measles outbreak across the country. Thankfully, didn't really hit in the metro, but that's something to certainly think about, I imagine.
Absolutely. There's still all the recommendations around, basically just based on public health, especially in the schools, around the vaccine schedules that are in place, and the schools have to be checking on those, as they should. The big worry is that we know every year September's kind of a sick time. People have been out and about, everybody's spread out, and now they're going to come and sit in a classroom. And so the worry, measles and other ones, is that we start to see outbreaks of those diseases as the kids all get back in school, sharing everything they share.
I know masking has sort of, for some reason, become a political issue, but is that something that you might recommend if it gets too hairy getting into this school year?
The reality is that masks, I mean, people think that their surgeons should wear masks when they're doing a surgery on them, so because it prevents the spread of germs. So hopefully we do not get to that point, and the biggest way to avoid that right now is get your kids vaccinated on schedule.
All right, well, we'll leave it there for now. Dr. Stephen Lauer, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
KMBC 9 News working to get you ready for back to school time. You can look for coverage all month long on air and online at KMBC.com.